All right, so we are back. We're going to give this a try again and see if we can keep the connection. My apologies for being in and out today. I think the wind is messing with our ability to broadcast today. So Meadowbrook Christian up 2-0 with a freak goal. The ball looked like it was going to go over the top bar, and then the wind just stopped it and it dropped into the net. Beautiful shot, but it was strong for sure. And now Meadowbrook up 2-0 early in this game. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not with the wind blowing the way it is, but we're back and we're trying to get this going. I've lost the signal multiple times, so I apologize for those of you who have tried to get on but haven't been able to connect. Meadowbrook up 2-0 here early as a goal just dropped under the bar. You can hear the wind ripping. It just literally stopped and dropped. At the other end now, we've got JCS with a corner kick coming on. 2-0, 26. That ball somehow gets to the middle. It looks like Maddie Osmond, I believe, headed that one out. So here we go with Audrey Millett turning on the ball, coming up the far right side. She gets past the first defender. It's Audrey coming inside, looking for somebody. She's going to try to send a through ball. It doesn't get through. She back to her, still on the outside, breaking in, pulling it across, back to herself. Going to go with the left now, pulling it back to the middle again. Kicks it off of one of the defenders, and they try to clear. Grace Ask coming up. She's going to get there in time, but it's going to go out of bounds in front of Maddie Fosnot over on the far side. So JCS in possession with the throw. Early 2-0 lead here. Ball is up and over. 25 coming on. Abby Schuler has her marked up. Ball's going to go out of bounds, so that will be a green throw coming back this way. Grace Ask with the ball in hand. She's got Devlin, Millett, and Fosnot over on that side. Devlin with the header puts it up in the air. We'll see if it stays in. The wind is just not allowing that ball to stay in bounds right now as it's ripping perpendicular across the field. Ball off of Abby Schuler out of bounds in front of the Meadowbrook bench. White throw deep into Meadowbrook territory. Coming up that far side, the throw is to the middle. Maddie Osmond will get there and take it off of her. Maddie's got some space, and she's got Kat Benage up top, along with Audrey Millett. Audrey Millett running on. It's Audrey and the goalie. One touch, left foot, pulls it across. Kat still coming up. She will get to this one. Number 19 is going to try to kick it out on the side, chase it down. Hannah Millett coming up now as that ball's kicked out of bounds, and there's going to be a push call on Hannah, who ran through the ball, and there was just an unfortunate collision. So JCS now with the kick from that spot. 24 minutes to go, 2-0 lead Meadowbrook. As you can see, the fog on the hill and the wind just ripping across the field right now. So Meadowbrook sends that ball back up to the middle, a kick and a miss. Here's Audrey Millett. The ball is still spinning, pulls it back to her left. She's got a left foot. She kicks from there. She has Devlin and Benage next to her. Didn't get much on that kick. Ball is up and out to the middle. Maddie Osmond battling in that middle with number 25. 25 takes that one off the head. Grace Ask puts this one over for Maddie Fosnot, but it doesn't go very far in the wind. Maddie's going to track this down, keep it in, give it to Grace. Grace to Devlin. Devlin back to Fosnot. Fosnot coming up the left side now offensively. She's going to pull this one across right into the belly of number 14. Grace Ask with the ball. Going to try to send this to Maddie. Maddie takes it with a player in front of her. Sends it behind Devlin, who stops and somehow gets a foot on that one. Still battling for the ball, shielding till it goes out. Now throwing it in. Substitution will stop play for a minute as Millett is replaced by Erica here. That is Audrey getting replaced by Erica. Maddie Osmond making a run. Devlin to the corner for Fosnot. Fosnot on the other side of the goal. Coming across, defender kicks it off of her. In the middle of all of it is Erica. Erica's going to get a foot on this one. Osmond puts it in front of herself, and this one's just going to get cleared in time by JCS. Beautiful play by the defender from Juniata Christian, who cleared that one just in time as the ball was settled in the box dangerously. So Meadowbrook will have a corner kick from the far side. Devlin sets the ball. Meadowbrook sets up. Fosnot in front of goal. Erica over on the far side. Maddie Osmond making a run to the middle. Devlin puts it on Osmond. Osmond swings, misses, pulls it back. Kat is there, still in front of goal. Stitting, Hannah Millett chasing. Drops it back to Grace Ask. Grace settles, sends it outside to Devlin, but not wide enough. Defender's going to get to that. And Mel Egger with a beautiful run collides with number 25 in the middle. No call there, just an incidental as both players hustling for the ball. I believe green throw in front of the Meadowbrook bench. Yes, so Grace Ask looking for a teammate, sends it in for Abby Schuler. Schuler loses it, then gets it back. Ball is kicked strong, out of bounds. Maddie Fosnot not able to get to that one. So it is in possession of JCS. My apologies for the wind here. I don't know how well you can hear today. Good, it's ripping across the field. Devlin shielding, Fosnot stealing. Erica not there in time. Devlin chasing it down still. Number 34 trying to get it by her. Kicks it off over on the right side in front of the scorer's table. Throw in, JCS. Devlin coming across. Puts this one back actually towards the JCS bench now. So it'll be another white throw, but a little bit further down the road. JCS looking for a teammate. Maddie Fosnot making a run. Gets to it. Gets shielded. Ball back outside. JCS is going to kick that one to Coach George. So Devlin will pick this one up, and substitutions will halt the process as Audrey Millett comes back in. Devlin now with the throw. She's going to go with Millett. Up the side, makes a run. This ball does not stay in with the wind, so it'll actually be a throw probably from the same spot. Devlin trying to make a spot throw. Today's a tough day to do that. So here comes the throw from JCS. Fosnot swings and misses. Schuler swings and misses. Swings and touches, so it's another white throw. Over towards the Meadowbrook bench. Ball to the corner. Number 25 is there. 25 and Mel chasing after that ball in the corner. Mel still battling. 25 with the ball. Back and forth. Schuler corralling. Mel's going to kick this one out of bounds. Throw in from the side in front of the flag. .25 in possession. Maddie Fosnot steals, falls down, loses the ball. Ball to the middle. Sarah with a foot on it, doesn't really do much with it. Ball in front of the goal and shot. Emma George with the stop. Ball coming out. Hopefully it's a low kick, and it is. Kat Benage coming back. She's going to win this one and send Hannah for a run. Hannah chasing after, not going to get there before 15 steals it. I don't know if there'll be any leaves left on the trees after this game. The wind really starting to rip. Maddie Osmond over there battling for possession in the corner. She's going to shield. Ball is going to get, well, actually she'll kick it. Hannah Millett keeps it in bounds somehow. And now it's Hannah. And a nice cross for Audrey Millett, who's got to come back to the ball. Number 19 is going to send this one on its way. 25 gets to that first. Devlin chasing. Showed some separation speed there, but then the ball up in the air blows out of bounds quickly. So here's the throw. Fosnot gets a foot on this one. It's Millett coming over. Not going to get there in time. Devlin pressure causes an errant pass by JCS out of bounds. So it'll be a Meadowbrook throw as Grace Ask is replaced by Grace Skodel. Grace with the ball, throws it in for Audrey Millett, shielding, trying to keep that in bounds, turns and gets past the defender. It's Millett in possession, dribbling towards goal. She's got players in front. She puts it over in front of Devlin. Devlin's going to put her right foot on this one. Oh, it bounces off the bar. Here's Kat. She's going to stop and put it in goal. 3-0 Meadowbrook. So a beautiful shot by Kaylee Devlin. Fantastic shot, showing great maturity out of Kat Benage. Has the wherewithal to recollect and then just put that ball where the goalie didn't have a chance. Nobody from JCS really there at that point in time. So beautiful play by Kat, who's racking up a lot of goals here this weekend. So JCS will kick off, 18:39 to go. Meadowbrook up 3-0. This ball is kicked up in the air. Hannah Millett's going to snag it. Try to send it through for Kat. Gets deflected, so that goes out. Dropped back to number 9. Kat's still pressuring. Hannah pushing to the ball. pushing up, and the ball goes out. So Hannah with the throw. Kat Benage coming on. That ball gets by the defender. So Kat in a race pulls it back. It's Kat Benage coming to the middle. Nice crossover for Audrey Millett just behind her. Devlin coming up, not going to get there in time as that one's cleared up to number 25. Abby Schuler swings, misses, and then gets a foot on it to Osmond. Osmond deflects and chases after. It's Osmond now. With one defender, she has it taken off of her. Here's Devlin back to Osmond again, a little strong. Ball on the outside, Fosnot coming over. That one does not hit her. No, that's an angle call by the goalie, the ref in the middle. But that one was wide of Maddie. She really didn't get to it, but that's a white throw anyway. 25 coming across. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. This wind is just wreaking havoc on possession right now. Games like this, important to get the early score. Meadowbrook going up 3-0. You never know what's going to happen, where that ball's going to go today. So nice to have a little bit of a cushion. As Devlin will set the ball, not sure what, I think it might have been an offsides call up there. Kind of hard to see from here. Kick is up to Fosnot. Fosnot tries to keep it in bounds, and that ball is going to deflect off of her and go out. So white throw as White subs 2 players in. Play will resume on the whistle. There it is. It's a throw up the sideline. Devlin will kick this one back to the bench, so there'll be a new throw. Fosnot, right back to the person throwing the ball in. Levin picks it up, and she'll throw it in again. Grace kicks it off of number 34, out of bounds. Devlin will take this throw as Macy now comes in to give Kat a break. So here's the whistle. Devlin with the throw in front of Millett, and again, the wind is just going to blow that thing right out of bounds. So typically what would be a good throw today is not. It's having a tough time keeping that ball in bounds. Fosnot up in the air. It doesn't go very far. Second person's is White. They're going to kick that. Devlin now with a scoot in front of Millett. Not enough on it. Hits off of the head of one of the defenders. Ball in the middle. Number 25 tries to push this on for number 34. Back to 25, but Mel gets in the way. Abby Schuler pulling this one back and kicks it out of bounds. I believe it was off of White. Deflection's called, but it's going to be a White throw anyway. Throw to the corner. Schuler shielding, battling for the ball. Back out of bounds again. Throw to the middle. Devlin pokes it through. Pulled back by number 21. Coming back for the ball. Abby Schuler doesn't kick that one out. White throw. As the rain begins to fall. Schuler shielding, jockeying outside there. Grace doing a nice job of picking that one up. Fosnot running on. Millett's going to pull it back, see if she sends it through for her. She does. I'm not sure it'll stay in. Millett trying to play it, Fosnot trying to play it. That ball's going to roll out of bounds as Devlin now steps in to Millett. Millett with a pull back to the middle, and then outside for Fosnot. Fosnot with a scoop in for Macy. Back to Fosnot. Fosnot settling the ball, puts it up in the air. 23 is going to kick it up. That one might have road. Up, coach gets to it, sends it back in. Throw from Devlin. She's got Millett and Fosnot. Millett lets the defender step in front of her. This one off of Osmond. Osmond's going to pull this one all the way across the field to Hannah Millett. But the wind, beautiful shield by Hannah Millett over here. Back to Sarah. Sarah tries to scoot that one into the box. Doesn't get there. High kick there by one of the defenders. 19 with the foot up in the air. Millett running through, trying to settle ball. This one's kicked back to Skodel. Sorry. Grace, ball to the middle. Osmond running on. 25 is going to get past Abby. Grace Skodel coming through. Runs past number 25. 25 falls down, off green, out of bounds. White throw on the far side in front of the Meadowbrook bench. Kat Benage returning for Macy now. With 13:42 to go in this half, Meadowbrook up 3-0 in the championship game. Will be interesting to see once they change field how the ball goes coming the other direction. Audrey Millett with nice pressure. Kick is up to Abby. off of her head. Ball goes towards the middle now. I think we're going to get a offsides call maybe. Not sure what it was, but it'll be a kick for Meadowbrook coming this way. Devlin sets the ball. Bennett and Osmond and Millett in front of her. Ball's a nice kick out to Skodel to Fosnot. Fosnot back in the middle to Osmond. Osmond with the ball up and over for Kat. Off the head of one of the defenders. Kat's going to chase this one down. She's going to drop it back as Sarah gets wide. Sarah puts it up in the air, but there's nobody over there. Kat now will come as a deflection. She's going to touch it past the defender and pull this one across to the middle. It's Devlin. She's going to get a left foot on it, and it's going to go wide of the goal on the left-hand side. So Kaylee Devlin stepping 2 on that cross from Kat Bennett. Not able to redirect that one into goal. But a nice combination there that hopefully we'll see again later in the game. 12:34 to go as the goalie sets the ball. Number 1 with the kick. Low line drive, Audrey Millett. First touch, gonna roll out of bounds for a white throw over on the far side. Throw in, Haley Ann on that side now. 31's gonna kick this one up in the air. Out of bounds, green throw coming back. 12 minutes to go. And throw goes off the hands of Kaylee Devlin to Maddie Osmond. Maddie trying to redirect. That ball is gonna go out of bounds as the wind is just unforgiving here today. Throw in, Haley is there. Audrey Millett shielding, waiting for it to go out. It does, green throw. Devlin coming across. Kaylee settles the ball. Defender runs into her, still in possession, breaks it outside. Tries to get it to Millett. Millett in possession, towards the middle. Haley Ann gets put on the ground. Ball through for Kat. Kat's gonna redirect, but the ball doesn't go the direction she wants it to as it goes up in the air. Sarah coming through is gonna head this one in front of Kat. Kat steps 2, not there in time. Headed back out. Hannah Millett up in the air in front of Haley Ann. JCS in possession. Through ball on that far right side is going to be strong. Going to roll out in front of the Meadowbrook bench. Grace with the throw. Goes into Haley to Devlin. Devlin breaking outside. Defender's going to kick that one. We'll see what the call is. It's a green throw. As Maddie Fa's not coming back in now. Everybody just getting a little bit of a break as they run through the front line. Throw is in. Shielded nicely by Audrey Millett. Back to Devlin. Devlin with a header to Millett. Millett in front for Maddie. Fosnot running through. Fosnot runs through the ball. 19 comes across. Osmond puts it back on the ground in front of Millett. Millett swings. For 14, and Devlin will come up and take this one now. Clock under 10 minutes. Meadowbrook 3-0 lead here in the first half. Throws to the corner for Audrey Millett, but as has been the case, actually JCS is going to get to this one and hit it out of bounds. So Devlin now looking for somebody. She goes corner for Millett, actually for Fosnot. Fosnot breaking corner, past the first line of defense, pulls it in. Left foot gets pushed down, gets up, plays the ball, drops it back to Audrey. Audrey with the right foot, touches again, loses the ball to the defender. Devlin chasing it down, coming across the middle. Abby misses. Mel swings and misses. Ball heading towards the Meadowbrook goal. Sarah swings, does not get much of it. Still bouncing around in front. Sarah's going to poke this outside, but nobody's there. Kat Bennett is going to chase it down. Ball's ripped across in front of Abby. Grace now in a foot race with number 25 and number 34 from JCS. Going to pull this one up and kick it out over on that far side. Actually doesn't go out. Fosnot gets there in time to save it. Gives it to Devlin. Devlin with a rip up that sideline. Still in bounds. And now it's rolled out in front of Audrey Millett. So I believe we will have Faith coming in now on the far side for Hannah Millett. Play resumes with 8.5. Here's the throw. Fosnot gets a foot on that one, pulls it back, and pulls a through ball for Millett. Millett now in front of the defense, gets shielded, then kicks the ball to number 19, steps 2, misses it. Outside to Devlin. Devlin tries to poke it through for Fosnot, doesn't get there, gets a foot on that one though as Millett gets up slowly. Ball is kicked. Abby centers the ball. Sarah up in the air. Millett's back. Traps it. Loses it. Number 19 on the ball. He's going to kick this one through. Devlin steps 2. Keeps it in bounds. What a great play by Kaylee on that. Steps past the first defender. Hurdles the second one. Left foot. Pulls it middle. 19 is going to put that on the ground in front of Millett, who is not there yet. Back to Osmond. Osmond now pulls this one across to the other side. Number 20 is going to redirect this. Mel is going to try to track it down. Hits the ground. Tries to settle it. Swings and misses. 19 running through. Sarah is going to clear this one over on the far side to the side. Does not get out. Then Sarah gets to it a second time. Ball sent back in. Sarah again on number 20 on that far side. 20 is going to break corner. Sarah trying to track her down. Pulls it back. Tries to go with the right foot. Pulls it across the middle. Off of Abby. Abby loses track. Maddie Osmond will pick that up and send it for Kat Benage. Kat now with the defender coming across. Maintains possession. Pulls it back. Sends it through. And running through is Audrey Millett. It's Audrey Millett behind the defense. Audrey with a touch. Pulls it back. Second defender's there. She loses the ball. Coming up is Maddie Osmond. Maddie, right as number 27 misses, drops it outside for Sarah. Sarah with pressure puts it back to Maddie. Maddie turns. 27 is there. She sends it corner. Here comes Faith. Number 9 is going to kick this one out, so it'll be a green throw on the side. So substitutions coming in now as Addie comes in for Audrey Millett. Fosnot is out as well. Erica is there. On this side, we've got Osmond and Benage. Benage with the touch and the trap. Pulls this one, and it's going to go into the side of the goal. So unable to get those hips around to pull it back. Had Devlin in the middle, but she was marked up with 2 players. Addie on the far side along with Erica. 6 minutes to go. 3-0 Meadowbrook as the kick comes out off the foot of number 1. Ball is up in the air, but it's not going to go far in this win. Maddie Fosnot steps 2, touches, pokes it through to herself. Maddie Fosnot coming through. 1 player to beat, and that player steps 2 and deflects the ball, so it should be not a corner. So Maddie Fosnot kicks the ball off the player from JCS, but it'll be a goal kick coming out. The only way that ball didn't get into goal was that JCS player stepped 2 and made a beautiful save. Goal kick goes out of bounds, so Meadowbrook will still maintain possession, and it will be a throwback to Grace Ask. Grace in possession with no one really around, takes her space, tries to get it back to Kaylee Devlin, but there's 2 defenders there. Grace again tries the well, gets it this time. Devlin with a beautiful ball up to the middle. Coming on is Kat Benage. See if she gets there and does not quite get there before the goalie gets out just in time. So Devlin puts that one in a good spot, but just a touch too strong. Maddie Osmond with another run and step to the ball. Drops it outside to Sarah. Sarah up through for Kat Benage. Kat Benage again running on with 1 defender. 16 is going to play it. Kick it out of bounds, and so this will be a white throw. And substitution coming in, so they'll do that one over. So the referee stops the game and starts the game and stops the game again. No substitution allowed. It is a white possession here, so they will wait until Meadowbrook has the ball. Throw up that sideline off of Millett for Hecker. 25 running through the ball, tries to take it off of Osmond. That's very difficult to do. Ball through to Addie. Addie steps 2. Erica touches, and ball back outside to Erica. Erica now in possession, drops it back to Grace. Grace kicks the ball out of bounds. So Meadowbrook going the wrong way as JCS picks the ball up and heads towards their goal with 3:45 to go. Devlin gets ahead on that one, drops it in front of Erica. Erica trying to run on the ball, loses it to number 31. Abby in possession to Devlin. Devlin into the middle, off of one of the defenders. Addie is there, doesn't get to the ball. Osmond running through, does gain possession, outpaces 2 players and sends a ball in front of Hannah Millett. Cat coming on. This one's cleared out to the outside. And Maddie Osman battling for the ball with number 34. Not a strong kick off of Osman. Redirected by Kat Benage. We'll see if Osman can get there in time. She does. Beautiful hustle play by Maddie Osman as the ball just ekes across that outbounds line on the end. So Meadowbrook here with Kat Benage. Great possession soccer so far in this first half. Sarah's going to run through, put this one out of bounds. There's going to be a whistle. I'm not sure if there's a call. So I think we started the goal kick a little early there, so we'll reset. You can hear the wind behind me. Goalie sets the ball, changes field. Out to that offensive right side for JCS. Ball's going to bounce over everybody out of bounds. Devlin with the throw, 2 minutes to go, 3-0 here, Meadowbrook. She goes back to Grace Ask. Grace back to Kaylee Devlin. Kaylee with 2 players on her. Is going to pull this one in for Audrey Millett, who shields nicely, but that ball's going to get away. 19 with the kick. Header by Ask off of JCS out of bounds, so this will be a green throw. Devlin's got Fosnot in the corner. She's going to go to her. Fosnot shielding, turning, pulling it back. Sends it back to Millett. Millett shielding, looking for somebody across the middle. That ball's deflected. 25 is going to take this one. Osman's going to poke it back for Mel. Mel is going to kick this one up in the air. We'll see if it stays in. And we're going to have an offsides call on Maddie Fosnot, who tries to make a play on the ball. It was the right call, as the referee was in perfect position to make that call. Clock under a minute. Ball is off of Millett to the middle. 27 kicks it to Grace. Grace Ask. Ball gets by her to the corner. Abby Schuler tracking down. Abby runs past the player. Coming out is Grace Ask now, pressuring ball. This ball sent to the center by JCS. Maddie Osman will clear it to Kat Benage. Kat with the ball. Through for Audrey Millett. It's a foot race by Millett. And number 19, ball's kicked to the outside. It goes right to Maddie Fosnot. Fosnot isn't able to sneak it through. Devlin will track this one down. Pressure from behind. Kicks this ball to Fosnot. And it's going to roll out of bounds with 40 seconds to go in this half. Throw in coming in. Ball is off Millett. Millett to the middle. She's got Kat Benage making a run. She's going to pull this one behind her as Hannah comes back for it. Hannah now in the middle with the defender there. Devlin coming across off the knee of Abby Schuler. 3 in a foot race with Mel. Mel coming across, gonna get there. Still battling for possession. She'll kick this one out to the side with 13 seconds. So fantastic play by Melanie Egger to settle that one and push JCS off the field here. 7, 5, 2, and that will be the half. Meadowbrook with a 3-0 lead. I'm just going to leave this here. We'll be back in 10 minutes so that we can hopefully keep the connection. We'll see you here for the second half. Meadowbrook will be heading the other direction with a 3-0 lead. From here, I've had the connection the whole time. Yeah, it hung right in the corner and then dropped right in. Like, you can have coaching, you saw the same thing. Yep, it definitely was a goal.
It was a goal. I was watching it from right up there.
It was gracious. It hit those stops right in front of that corner. The goal looked like it was there. Yeah. They were looking for a hole there. I'm like, there's no hole.
I was like,
yeah.
let's not let that happen because I saw it happen.
Yeah.
It was like, it was in.
Well, I couldn't get a connection. I tried to sit over there so I could see a little better.
The connection is so bad.
I finally came over here and it connected right after the goal scored. I would have had a video on it. That would be cool to see.
Yeah, that would be. But yeah, the connection here.
It's spotty. It's very spotty.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Because I saw it go in, and then people was like everybody paused, like what just happened? But I was sitting where I could.
Yep. Yeah, based on the trajectory of the ball,
Hey, you got a car behind you, Dad. Hey, Dad. Papa.
All right, we will be back here in about a minute as Meadowbrook takes the field and JCS takes the field for the second half, heading the other direction. JCS now with a great deal of success getting the ball to the other end. Wind ripping across here. For the moment, the rain is stopped. The weather right now is brisk and windy. We're sitting at about 57 degrees and we're dropping at about a degree an hour here this afternoon. Sun not breaking through, but a couple peaks of blue here and there. Meadowbrook with an early 3-0 lead. Many attempts on goal, and they will kick off to start the second half. Back to Osman. Osman tries to go center. As Kat Benage running on, she's going to get to that ball on the outside. Hannah Millett kicks it off of JCS, picks it up, and will throw it in. JCS now throwing it back the other direction. This one goes off of White, so it'll be a green throw. So trading throw-ins here at the beginning of this half. Hannah Millett in for Kat Benage. Kat redirects. The only one really in the vicinity was a JCS player who's going to kick this one up and through for number 25 to the middle. It's Mel back to number 25. Kicks it off of a teammate. Mel now shielding. Grace. Nope, actually, Mel will get to that first and kick it up the other way. JCS clearing, Grace settling. Grace is going to kick this one to JCS. Up and over. 25 will be coming on as Mel comes over. Mel with her left steps, misses, and sends it over to Devlin. Devlin pulls it back, looking for a teammate. Pass number 7. And she's going to take her space and send a through ball to the corner for Audrey Millett. Millett running on. Fosnot in support. Ball gets kicked out of bounds, so this will be a throw by Maddie Fosnot into Audrey Millett. Audrey Millett on the left side. She's going to get past the first defender. She's going to take her right foot, put this one up towards goal. On the backside is Hannah, not able to get there in time, and that will be a goal kick coming out. So Meadowbrook continuing their assault on goal for JCS here. Striking early, but not able to find net. Minute and a half in. Goal kick is a high one. That's not going to get far with the wind the way it is. JCS trying to keep it in bounds on that far side. Hannah Millett pressuring. She's going to win possession and turn the corner, rip it to the middle, and the ball is going to go behind goal and land in the back of the net. Looked like it had a chance from this end of the field, but wind held it up and it settled on top of the net, so that goal kick will be coming out shortly. Again, kick up in the air is going to go out of bounds on the side, green throw. So difficult getting the ball out of that end right now with the way the wind is ripping across the field. Kind of diagonal towards the goal at the other end. Kat Benage is there for the throw. Hannah Millett sends it her way. Not going to get to it in time. Strong off of the defender from JCS. 25 trying to take possession and send the ball through up the middle. Abby Schuler deflects that one. Devlin on the outside to Millett. Millett back up in the air. Osman won't get there in time. On the right side, 34 is going to miss from JCS. Run into Sarah. Sarah loses it on the outside. Maddie Osman making a run. Kicks it up in the air. Doesn't really go anywhere. Mel is going to get there. Audrey trying to get some separation and get a ball through for Kat and Hannah. Kat's going to chase this one. Hannah's going to go middle. Kat will get there just in time to have the ball kicked off of her, out of bounds, and goal kick coming out. Low kick. JCS first 2. Deflects that. Abby tries to get the ball to Osman. A little strong. Defender's going to kick this up in the air. And JCS does a beautiful job of keeping that one in bounds by the first level. And Sarah's going to send a ball through to the corner for Kat. Kat's going to run past it. Defender's going to trap it. Outside to number 20. Back to the middle. Abby Schuler for Maddie Osman. Osman strong in front of Devlin. Defender's going to hit that one. Back outside. Sarah gets a foot on that. Kicks it off of JCS number 20 or 29, 20 over on the right side. Here's the throw in for Hannah Millett. It's strong. She's going to shield, turn back, maintain possession. And another player coming on to sandwich her. Ball's kicked out of bounds, so it'll be a green throw. Throw is in. Osmond running on. Defender coming across. Not cleared very well. Kat Bennett steps in. Pulls a right. Defender drops this in front of Osmond, who puts a foot on that one, but that one's buried in the belly of the goalie as she comes down on that one. Nice pace on that kick by Maddie Osmond, just not right or left of goal. Devlin trying to get there on this punt. She's battling for the ball with a little help from Osmond, pulls it outside to Maddie Fosnot, and even the wind's not going to keep that ball inbounds. White throw coming out, 35 to go in the half. So here's the throw, up and over and off of Maddie Fosnot. Beautiful pull to the middle for Kat. Kat's going to redirect towards the goalie and not able to get it right or left. Goes right to her, but a really nice one touch by Kat Bennett in the middle to give that one a chance. Punt coming out, up and over. That one's kicked by JCS. Then Osmond takes possession, puts a nice ball in the corner for Hannah Millett, coming on that far side in front of the flag, pulls it back, goes past the defender, left foot to the middle. Meadowbrook not pushed up just yet. JCS is going to clear this to the outside. Sarah coming over. Errant kick goes to Maddie Osmond. Osmond with the left foot, tries to pull it back. Defender takes it off of her and centers that ball. Mel makes a nice run up the middle. Traps that one. 25 on the outside now. Gets by Grace. Grace rotating with Mel. Ball in the middle for 34, who is offsides. The referee is right there to make the call. These guys have moved all weekend long and been in position. JCS does not seem to agree on the far side, but we do not have a better angle than they do because they have been hustling. Devlin with the kick outside to Grace. Grace is going to send it center, but there's nobody there. So that ball is going to come back. Grace battling with number 3 for possession. Drops it to the outside. Fosnot to Devlin. Devlin up and through for Fosnot. We'll see if this stays in. Actually, it's for Audrey Millett all the way in the corner. Audrey running on. Keeps it in. Pulls it back. Goes to her left. Left foot to cross in the middle. And the goalie comes out and scoops that one up. So a nice strong kick by Audrey. A little too tight to goal. Kat Bennett was on the far side waiting for that ball. Mel now. Playing confidently in the middle. He's going to kick this one. It's going to go out, and that will be a white throw coming this way. So Mel has been a nice, has pushed up nicely here multiple times from that defensive middle position, keeping that ball down at the JCS end. Throw-in comes in. Whistle. I believe the throw was early just because of substitutions. So here's the throw again. Osmond gets shielded. Schuler fighting for the ball. Devlin with the ball up in the air. Schuler off of the nearest JCS player and then scoops it to the middle past. Kat Bennett running on again. Kat in front of both defenders. Rips one, and I think it hit the side of the goal. Hard to tell from this far away. Looks like a goal kick coming out, but a nice rip. Tried to put that one in the corner. Didn't tuck it in quite inside the post, just outside the post. Punt is up and in the air, hanging. Osmond over her head. Devlin to Hannah Millett. Hannah breaks up that far side, puts a ball in front of Kat. Kat with the ball on the outside. That one is just kicked up in the air, and so it'll be a green throw. Hannah will take it as Kat comes out for Erica. Erica in. Ball is into Millett or to Osmond. Osmond loses it. Back out to Millett. Millett's going to throw again. Throw is in to Osmond. Osmond to the middle. Left foot. Pulls it across. And it's just a slow roller to the goalie who scoops it up and is going to kick it this way. So Meadowbrook in possession at the other end. Not sharing the ball quite as freely as they did in the first half. Hopefully they can get back to that here in just a bit. Mel now again there to keep the ball on JCS's end. Puts a ball through in front of Audrey Millett, and that's going to roll out the end line and be a goal kick. So a nice strong kick, aided by the wind. Goal kick coming out. Meadowbrook still up 3-0 here in the second half with 31 minutes to go. Goal kick is up in the air. It's short. Hannah Millett gives it a little bit of help. Maddie Fosnot will come across and gain possession and kick the ball to her father. White throw coming this way. Abby Schuler kicks the ball up in the air. JCS kicks the ball up in the air. Mel tries to settle it. Kicks it off of the nearest player. And then out of bounds. So it'll be another white throw coming at us. Throw is to the corner for number 34, up and over the head of Chloe on the outside. Schuler jockeying, waits for her moment, kicks the ball out of bounds, does not go off JCS, so it will still be a white throw. The throw will go to the middle. Pushing out is Hannah Miller there at the mid position between two JCS players. Ball is out again, white throw. Off the head of Abby Schuler, up in the air. Emma will come out and field this fly ball. Punt coming up that left side. Nice low line drive. One bounce past JCS. Erica is there. Redirects. Ball back to the middle. Audrey Millett not there in time. Abby Schuler is. Puts the ball behind Devlin, who doesn't stop in time. Ball is kicked up and over Grace now. Grace has two options. We'll see which one she picks. She's going to pick Fosnot on the outside. Fosnot goes past the first defender, past the second defender. Pulls the ball across to the middle. Off of one of the JCS defenders, still sitting in front of goal. And cleared. Devlin tracking it down, pulls it back. Has a defender there. Ball is still in her possession, at her feet, battling with 25. 25 shielding. Devlin's going to gain possession and send it on its way to Fosnot. Fosnot's going to get called for being offsides. 28-49 as Maddie Fosnot a little behind the defense on that pass. Beautiful trap and maintain of possession by Kaylee Devlin there, battling with a couple of pretty good players from JCS. Ball will be coming out now from that point of offense. It's a low one. Fosnot sticks a foot out. Gets it on, gets away from her. To the middle, kicked off of JCS, and so Devlin will pick this one up and throw it in. Substitutions coming now. As Kat Benage will return. And Sarah will return back here on the back line. Devlin with the ball, back to Grace. Grace with space. Kicks the ball to JCS, who sends it our way. Ball is kicked back to Emma. Emma now going to kick this one back out to Devlin. Devlin will shield with 34 on her back. She's going to kick that one and get spiked in the process, but that will go off of JCS, and that will be a green throw. Devlin now with a throw to the corner for Millett. Millett's going to shield. Going to be a handball on JCS. Devlin, typically with the leg, get this one on goal from there, but with this wind, we'll see what happens. Hopefully she shoots at the left post of the goal with the way the wind's ripping. It's up. It's going to be that far side, and two players from Meadowbrook there. Neither one of them get there in time. Ball's going to go out on the right side of the goal. You have to make an allowance for the wind today. Devlin with enough leg just goes wide right. So JCS continues to put their kicks up in the air, not making it very far. Osman is there. Millett trying to shield. This one's to number 3. Abby swings and misses, touches, and sends the ball right into the middle of JCS. Not finding green feet until Kat tracks this one down off the deflection. Pulls it back in front of Audrey Millett. Audrey running on goal. One defender takes it and breaks outside. Hannah is there as well. Hannah will pick up this pass. She'll pull it back. Holy mackerel, with a foot. The goalie the only choice she has is to punch it up in the air, but then she gets to it before anybody's able to pressure. So still 3-0 here. No score here in the second half in 14 minutes as Maddie Osmond gets pushed on that header. Schuler swings and misses again, swings and kicks it off of one of the players, and then does get it to Kat. Kat now with the ball and loses it to JCS. Devlin coming up, doesn't get there in time. Abby sends it back up to Kat. Kat with a poke over to Audrey Millett, who settles, shields, pulls it back, past the defender. Second defender takes it off of her. Osman running through, ball to JCS, who's going to try to chase this one down. does beat Sarah. Abby takes it off of her, and number 25 will now take it from Abby. Breaking outside, looking for a lane. She's going to pull this one across. Coming out is Emma. She gets it on the bounce and is going to punt it the other way. Punts up. Kat will trap and pull it back to herself. Poke it outside for Maddie Fosnot. Fosnot on the left, dribbling up that left side. Pulls one across, and it's going to go wide left. Just by the body language of the goalie, we could tell that one didn't have a chance. So goal kick coming out. So Meadowbrook pushing out, getting that ball up the field in this wind and getting a shot on goal. All in about 10 seconds. JCS struggling to get that ball out of their end on these goal kicks. It's Kat Bennett redirects with her head over to Audrey Millett, who sends it forward. Settled by JCS. And kicked out. Number 25 is going to poke this one on behind behind Sarah. Sarah brings the ball back and sends it to Emma, who calls for it. Emma's going to kick this one all the way across to the other side, but 34 is the one that gets to it first and runs right past the defense. Emma's going to come out, and she gets clipped by the defender, who slides and cleats her after she had possession. So a hustle play ends up incidental contact as Emma makes a nice play on the ball. So free kick on the restart. Just incidental contact back here. Aggressive play by JCS, heading for that ball. Emma coming out and doing the same. Ball is up and glances off the head of the player from JCS and goes behind her. So Kat Bennett will chase this one into the corner up there in front of the scoreboard. Pulls it back. She's got Devlin making a run. She tries to sneak it through, unable to do so. Devlin will come back in support now. Kat will drop it to her. Devlin will put a foot on this one towards goal, towards that far right side. Coming on is Hannah Millett, and that's going to sneak out of bounds as Kaylee Devlin showing she's got the leg to hit from there. Just not the accuracy just yet, but one of those may just drop as she continues to try to score from outside the box. So goal kick coming out. Short. Maddie Osmond beating everyone to it. It's Maddie Osmond, and the defender loses the ball behind her, gets called for a handball. So that ball will be coming out now from JCS. So Osmond with a great sprint for that ball, just unfortunately glanced off the hand. Low drive. Osmond's first two again. Sends it middle. Chases after it. Still in possession. Kat is there. She's going to defer to Maddie. Ball to the outside. Just cleared as Foz not pressuring. Grace pushing up. Devlin back in support. Grace chasing her down. This ball's pulled towards the middle with JCS running on. Abby trying to beat everybody to the ball, and she does. Over to Sarah. Sarah not able to get there in time. Number 20 on that far side is going to get to it before it goes out of bounds and turn the corner. Kicked out by Sarah. Throw in. Hannah Millett back in support. The entire midline back here protecting goal with a 3-0 lead, 22 to go in the half. The wind has been menacing today as all throws and kicks from that far side over by the bench have just been difficult. Hannah Millett is able to keep that one inbounds. Up to Audrey Millett. Millett on the far side, a little strong. Coach Osmond's going to catch that one and give it to JCS to resume play. As you can hear, the wind is picking up again as it just continues to beat the ball and these players out on the field. There's another one up in the air that's going to go behind the scorer's table. Sarah with the throw off of Hannah Millett. White throw now coming in. Throw is up and over to number 25, shielded by Mel. Mel's going to wait and shield until this one goes out, and she will throw it in. Throwing goes to Osmond. Osmond has Devlin, and she goes for Bennett and Fosnot in the middle. Fosnot back to Devlin. Devlin with a beautiful through ball for Kat Bennett. Kat's going to get there just as the goalie picks it up, so a little strong off the foot of Kaylee Devlin again. but a good idea. Maddie Osmond, first two, traps it, loses it. Devlin on the outside to Hannah Millett. Hannah Millett tries to settle it, kicks it up in the air. Maddie Osmond now running on, possesses, gives it to Hannah Millett, who sends a through ball for Maddie Osmond. Maddie Osmond to the middle. Goalie's going to come over and snag that one out of the air. A little too tight to goal. Kat Benage on the far side. Devlin in the middle. Here comes the punt. Abby Schuler's got a beat on it. Going to get there as 25 touches. She's going to pull this one up and over Grace Ask. Grace, left foot, misses. Left foot, gets it. Through ball for Maddie Fosnot on the inside. It's a nice one. Fosnot running on with number 9 coming across. We'll see if Fosnot can get in between her and the ball. She slips and falls down, but then gains possession. Drops it back for Kat. Kat now coming across, forces a kick out of bounds, but it's going to go off of her in the process. And so that will be a white throw coming this way as the clock dips under 21 minutes. Fosnot, first two. Osmond settles, pulls it with the left, over to Audrey Millett. Audrey Millett in front of goal, pulls it back to her right foot. Defender comes across, gives it to her sister. Hannah Millett on the right side, past the first defender. She's going to pull a ball across to the other side. Goes wide before that's Kat Benage was there, but not able to get there in time. Ball just misses that far post, and it'll be another goal kick with 20. So Meadowbrook and JCS unable to score so far here in the first half through the first 20 minutes. Millett will take a rest. Macy will come in on that far offensive right mid-side. The kick is out. Kat Benage's first two. Tries to get around the defender. Scoops one up and over for Audrey Millett. Little strong, out of bounds, and we will have a... Actually, no, Macy is going to get there. No, she does not. So it is a goal kick. Clock continues to tick. Here's the goal kick up in the air, and that's not going to stay in bounds as most of the balls up in the air have not today. Throw is in to Osmond. Osmond tries to pull that one out in front of Macy, and that's going to go out of bounds over on the far side with the wind ripping across the field again, taking another victim. So the ball boys have gotten to work out today as they've chased this ball across the road and down the hill. They're all over the place. Here's the throw. Along the side, out of bounds, being thrown in. Going the other way. Looks like Sarah will take this one. Sarah on the kick, back up in front of Maddie Fosnot. Ball's redirected up in the air. Devlin will be the closest to it. See if she can get there. No, but the pressure sends the ball to the middle. Grace Askett is there. JCS player will get by her. Abby Schuler's going to come back in support and stop that progress. Ball to the middle. 25 in possession, drops it back to 34. Devlin is there. And I don't know, but there's a call, and that ball is going to be a kick at Meadowbrook goal. So call right in the middle of the field. Third referee right on top of it. JCS setting the ball. Meadowbrook building a wall. This is a tough one with the wind the way it is today. Wouldn't want to be in goal trying to read this ball. Here comes the kick. It is up and over for 3 points, and the ball will be a goal kick coming out. 17 to go in this game. So goal kick is set. Emma George with the kick up that far right side. It's a nice one. With pace, gets past Audrey Millett. Devlin's going to get a foot on that one. A little bit of extracurricular activity going on in the middle of the field there as Devlin looks to the referee for a little bit of help and doesn't get any. So the ball continues on with Kat Benage to Osmond to Devlin. Devlin with a through ball for Macy. Gets deflected to the middle. Kat coming on. Ball is kicked to the outside. Shielded by JCS. Sarah tracking it down. Macy will get there, but not in time. Mel with a nice trap and a left foot. Kicks the ball right back up in front of Macy, but it's going to go out of bounds. So white throw coming back this way in front of the Meadowbrook bench. Offense tough to come by here in the wind in the second half. 3-0 lead still holding for Meadowbrook here from the first half with 16 to go. as substitutions from both benches coming in mass, and play will resume. Throw is in and off the foot of Maddie Osmond, out of bounds in front of the scorer's table, over on the far side to the middle. Maddie will come off the sideline, be the first one to that ball. Cat trying to get there, runs into one of the players from JCS. We're going to have a call for a push, and it will come back this way. So kick against the wind is going to curve mightily. Osmond with a foot on that one. Millet trying to get to it, unable to maintain possession. On that outside, it's Hannah Millet to Maddie Osmond's going to make a run up the far side in front of the Meadowbrook bench. Trying to pull middle, she comes back. She's got a left foot on that one, goes right off of the middle defender. Devlin not able to get to that one in time, sent right back up by Sarah. Devlin now pulling it back, gets a little strong, wide on the outside. We'll see if she can track this down. Ball goes up the sideline, through ball for Hannah Millet. Hannah coming on, trying to gain possession in that corner. Kicked up and over the head of Kaylee Devlin. Sarah coming up is going to put that one up in the air, and there's another ball across the road into the field. So the ball boy checking both ways before he goes after that one. JCS in possession. Hannah Millet stops that one. Devlin with a poke through for Audrey Millet, not going to get there in time. Grace coming up. This ball is high karate'd up and over everybody. Abby misjudges. 26 with a head up by her, foot up by her head. Audrey Millet just gets put to the ground. No call. Here comes Grace now pressuring. Maddie Fosnot there as well. JCS trying to get through and does get through all four players from Meadowbrook. Kick is to Emma. Emma now. Two players falling down. And we're going to get a push off of JCS as Sarah gets up. And Emma getting there just in time. So that ball will come out off of a punt. And the wind is really starting to pick up here across the field. 14 minutes to go. Beautiful kick off the foot of Emma George. Ball up in the air. There's another one that's going to bounce across the road. Hannah Millet with the throw in. Up to the far corner. Audrey Millet running on. Pulls it back to the middle. In between two defenders. Loses the ball. Third defender from JCS kicks it. Sarah up in the air. Audrey slowly getting there. Gets pushed out of the way. Think they're going to get a goal kick call on this one. So Maddie Fosnot will take a rest. Goal kick coming out. And you can see the leaves just rolling across the field right now. As the ball goes out of bounds, Sarah throws it in. Somehow that one stays in bounds. Another green throw. Maddie Osmond will take this one with under actually handball call. So Maddie Osmond will take this direct kick into the wind. Whew. It's actually a nice ball as the wind settles and gets all the way to the goalie. So punt coming out. Over on that far side, I believe that's Haley now, runs past the ball. JCS centers it. Number 25, nice ball on the ground. Mel coming on, left foot possesses and sends that ball on up for Haley. Haley misses. 34 with possession around the first defender. Devlin gets there with a beautiful step, deflects the ball. Into the middle for Maddie Osmond, who's going to launch this one up in front of Kat Benich, running to the corner. JCS is going to take this outside and send it up the sideline. Haley will get there just in time to kick it out. So JCS with the throw. More substitutions, this time from the JCS bench. Clock dipping under 12. Meadowbrook still sitting on a 3-0 lead here, left over from the first half of play. Ball is in front of Osmond. Osman with one defender, gets kicked in the knee, falls down, gets the call. So Kaylee Devlin will put this one as Osman regroups. So Devlin sets the ball. Osman, Kat are all there. Let's hope she puts this one at the left post this time. Let the wind do the work. That ball is up and over in front of Kat, and she's just got too much leg today as that ball goes out of bounds and into the parking lot. Having a tough time making an adjustment with the wind blowing across the field. Trying to get that to Kat Benage, but just strong. Punt is up. Osman steps two, misses. Chases the ball back. Mel kicks the ball out to Hannah Millett. Hannah Millett's going to go by the first defender and unable to save that one and keep it in bounds. Throw is early, but not sure why. No substitutions going on there. So we'll do it again. Hannah Millett, first to the ball. 25 takes it off of her. Sarah to the center. Kat coming over. Not going to get there in time. Abby Schuler, ball up in the air. That one's just going to dance off the field, off the foot of Sarah Hecker. Substitution will halt play now as JCS brings in a new defender. Clock under 10, 3-0 lead for Meadowbrook here. Throw in is to past Osman. Mel going to touch that first and send a ball through over on that left side for Fosnot. Fosnot gets there in time. Two JCS players running into each other, making room. Ball is up and over. Mel will get there with 25 running on. Pulls it past. Maddie Osman takes it from her. Sends a ball through for Audrey Millett and Kat Benage. Kat is on pace. This ball is going to get taken by the middle defender from JCS to the outside and kicked to the coaches from MCS. So ball's having a tough time staying on the field today in all this wind. JCS with their to Meadowbrook with the throw now. Into Osman. Osman to Millett. Millett settles nicely, loses it to the defender. Osman comes out. Ball off of her foot, so that'll be a white throw. Two substitutions coming in from JCS again now with 8.5 to go in this second half. Here's the throw into Millett. Audrey Millett in the middle, in possession, pulls it back outside to her sister, Hannah. Hannah tries to send a through ball for Kat, doesn't quite get there. Pressure from Hannah Millett causes an errant kick by JCS out of bounds. So green throw down there in front of the Meadowbrook bench, back to Sarah. Sarah pulls it middle to Osman. Osman back out to Hannah Millett. Hannah Millett's going to cross this ball. Defender is going to kick that one up in the air. Hannah will wait for it to go out of bounds, and we will have a Meadowbrook throw here from the far side with 7:46 to go. So it looks like Kat Benage is going to come out as Addie comes in. Throws in front of Devlin. Devlin shielding, turning, pulls it back, keeping it in bounds, being hounded by that player from JCS until she kicks it off of her and earns herself a corner kick. So this will be Maddie Osman now. Over there right in front of the referee, setting the ball just beyond Emma. Drops it to Devlin. Devlin back to Osman. Osman pulls it back, left foot towards goal. JCS defender is going to kick that one out of bounds again. So Meadowbrook will take another corner. Osman sets the ball once again, just on the other side of Emma George. Here's the kick. It's a good ball up in the middle. Meadowbrook is there. Goalie punches it out. Second defender is going to kick this one back out towards Maddie Osman. Settling the ball. Possesses, gets it past her. It's Osman with the ball off of JCS for another corner. So Meadowbrook running clock while earning themselves some corners here late in the game with 6 to go. Osmond's going to set this one. Kick is a low line drive. Meadowbrook is there. It gets punched on the far side, up and over. So this time, Kaylee Devlin will take the corner. No, it'll come back to Maddie Osmond, I believe. So Kat and Faith come in as Addie and Maddie come out. Osmond with the ball, set in the corner again. So 4 in a row with 5:44. Osmond with a nice kick. This one's going to come up short. Kat Benich will redirect with her forehead. Chase after it. Still going away from goal. JCS is going to kick this one. Mel is going to get there. Drop it in front of Faith. This kick is up and over a through ball. JCS running on. Shielding is Abby until Mel gets there. Takes it off of her and kicks it up for Kat Benich. Kat now has it taken off of her by the defender from JCS who kicks the ball, and it goes out of bounds over here in front of the JCS bench. So Sarah will take the throw. 5 minutes left on the clock. Hannah Millett swings and misses. JCS now with the ball and thrown in towards Meadowbrook School. Ball is out. Number 25 in possession. Drops it back. Devlin not there in time. 25 with the ball through the wickets. Coming on is number 7, who runs on the ball and runs by the ball. Still in possession. Schuler, trying to redirect, will give JCS a corner on the deflection as she tried to get around the ball. Clock ticks with 4:20 to go as JCS sets the corner down 3-0. A goal would make this one interesting at this juncture. So number 20 setting the ball. Here comes the kick. It is off of Mel and then Grace. Grace is going to clear that one. Ball is up and number 20 back in possession, running by Grace to the corner. Nice touch. Ball back for number 25. Abby is there. 25 trying to push it through. Devlin clears it. 20. One touch pass, and the ball goes out the end line. Beautiful cross. Just not enough step to get to it before it went out. So clock will stop for substitutions here for the next couple of minutes as the clock dips under 3:23, or under 5 minutes. Substitutions off both sides. So Grace back in on this far side. Abby Schuler flanking her. Mel and Sarah finishing out the defensive line here. Emma George with a nice goal kick. Coming back is Kat. Deflects out to Hannah Millett, unable to get to that one, but it hits a JCS player along the way. So Hannah with the throw up and over the defender for Maddie Osmond, making a beautiful run up that far side. Ball gets poked out of bounds, so it will be actually a white throw, so it must have caught green on the way out the door. Throw in. Hannah will get there first and get called. There will be a push call. So Meadowbrook with a kick now with 2:48 to go. Maddie Osmond with a low line drive kick. That one's going to get deposited on the sideline by the closest JCS defender. Clock under 2.5. Meadowbrook with a 3-0 lead. Starting to look like that might be enough for a repeat here for the Lady Lions. If they can hold on and keep the ball down at that end, that'll make the coaches happy. Mel with another beautiful play in the middle. She has been all over the place defensively today. Melanie Yeager up in her defensive game here at the ACAA tournament, getting ready for PIAA playoffs coming up here next week. We'll find out where the Lady Lions will be playing sometime next week. looking like they're going to match up with East Juniata, who they scrimmaged at the beginning of the season, as the number 1 and number 8 matchup out of District 4 Single A. JCS will join them as the 4 and 5 seed. They will play against Wyalusing. If they win that game, Meadowbrook wins theirs. They will meet again for the 4th time this season in District 4 playoffs sometime next weekend or early next week. Kat Benage is going to get to that goal kick first in the far corner. Chase it down, maintain possession until she doesn't. Ball out of bounds, white throw with 1 minute to go. Throw up the side, goes off the foot of one of the JCS players, up in the air and to the Meadowbrook bench. So green throw with under a minute now ticking. Ball is in to Hannah Millett. She shields, ball's kicked out of bounds. Hannah taking her time with the throw. Sends it to the middle for Kaylee Devlin. Devlin's gonna kick this one off the telephone pole. So goal kick will regroup with under 45. Goal kick out that left side defensively for Juniata Christian. Gonna go out of bounds. Hannah Millett picks it up, reads the label, and sends it in for Kat Benage. Kat, it's to the middle. Maddie Osmond past the first defender, rips one towards goal. Hannah Millett is there. She kicks it right to the goalie. We're down under 10, ladies and gents, as the Meadowbrook Lady Lions have done what they haven't for quite a while.
They are going the wrong way.
As they repeat as the ACAA champions here today, 3-0 as they run onto the field to celebrate and then hit hands with JCS. Beautiful game by the Meadowbrook Lady Lions, taking this JCS team that had 19 goals coming into this game and pitching a shutout here on the pitch at Belleville. Thanks to the referees for being here and doing a great job today. Fans have been civil and cheered these teams on, just what you want to see at an ACAA tournament. It has been a fantastic experience. Thanks for being here. Just to let you all know, there will be no live stream for the PIAA games. PIAA charges an exorbitant amount for anybody to live stream, so my apologies there. If you want to see the Lady Lions finish out their season, you're going to have to come out and do it in person. It's been my pleasure. God bless, and we'll see you all soon.